Welcome back to What Arty Noobs with General Disturbance. This is a Matilda Black Prince. It's a Tier 5 British Premium Medium. It's located on the north spawn of Siegfried Line Encounter. I had to think about that one for a moment. And it's actually under command of UKSkaface. Well, basically this is an up-armoured version of the Matilda 2, which you see at Tier 4 in the game. It's basically, well, they call it the Matilda 2 with the A27 turret. That's a Cromwell turret mounted on top of it, and they only made one prototype. So wargaming's included in the game, but in actual fact, according to the historians, I think Ed Francis did some work on this, said it was a flamethrower tank actually originally. That was the idea. But it's an up-armoured version of the Matilda. Armed with the 6-pounder gun, it's capable, if I bring that up correctly, of, it's the 57mm, that's the 6-pounder, capable of doing 75 alpha and penetrating 110mm of armour with standard ammo, and it'll go up to 180mm with the premium rounds. Now basically it's very slow because it's carrying a huge amount of weight. Its maximum speed forward is about 22 kilometers an hour and backwards 10, so you don't really want to go climbing any hills in it. But what it does have to its advantage is a 13-degree gun depression, which makes it quite deadly for anyone if you're ridgeline fighting. And he gets a lovely shot there on the Matilda at distance, and again, but that Matilda will probably stay behind that bunker now. Oh, he's being silly, he's actually poked his way out. But we're still firing standard ammo, so obviously that shot hit the heavy armour on the Matilda. And that's it for the moment. I think he's going to hide behind that bunker. Okay, so he uses gun depression and enables him to shoot at that Stug 3B. And the Stug is having difficulty trying to spot him. In fact, actually he fired a round at the Panzer, was that Panzer 2J? Or Panzer, no, it's a Panzer 3J. And he's getting nice pens on him with standard ammo. And that guy's gone. So a nice bit of damage done there. Now if you actually join the NA server and use Zoe Ballz as your referrer, I think under the referral scheme, Zoe actually has a Matilda Black Prince free as a gift for using her name as the community contributor referrer. So if you want to get one of these, you can get one free of charge for joining the NA server. I think you also get some premium time and some gold out of it as well. But it's a decent tank if it wasn't so very slow. You see, all the damage the DSPZ could do was really basically to the tracks. And now UKSkaface is really going to town on this guy. He did get one round in. Not sure where he actually hit, but he did get one round to hit. Oh, there we go. He went for the weak spots. He actually went for the driver's hatch. Now really the biggest weak spots on this vehicle is the rear of the vehicle, because the frontal armour is 75mm, the side armour is 70mm thick. So unless you're firing APCR, you're not really going to get through the armour very easily, unless of course you're one of those, a Matilda, because that firing the squeeze ball round, which will go straight through. And he took down that Matilda, mostly because he wasn't paying attention to who was actually firing at him. Another weak spot, of course, is that corrugated cover over the engine on the back of the vehicle. That is a weak spot. You don't want to get shot in there, and certainly you don't want to get hit by Arty, because this tank is so slow at moving about. It makes it very easy for Arty to do damage, and now he's going to go to work on this Matilda. He's tracked him. He's going to fire back, but oh, now he's down to a one-shot. Now, will that Matilda turn around? No, but he's not going to turn around. He's trying to escape. We're going to go around the corner, I think, and deal with that T1 Heavy. Now, he's a two-shot. So, oh, will he be able to shoot through the arches? Yes, he can. Nice. One more. And he gets the kill. No, he doesn't. The kill goes to another T1 Heavy. So he missed out on the kill there, but he took some damage from that guy as well. But he might be able to get the Matilda up the road. He comes around the corner. If that T1 Heavy doesn't get it first, yes, he gets it. There's only one enemy left now. It's the Stug 3G, and well, UKSkaface has had to dip into his APCR as much as he didn't want to. He's having to. Now, the Stug was last seen out in the field, and that's why I think why he's actually headed out this way through the gates. He's trying to get there as quickly as possible. He's over near the spawn point, they believe. Oh, amazing to see an AMX-40 Duck moving faster than the Matilda Black Prince, but I'm afraid, yeah, that tank is faster. Even though that's normally the slowest tank on the battlefield, yeah, I'm afraid the Matilda Black Prince is an incredibly slow tank, but it is British, and that's I think why Zoe picked it to be her tank on the referral scheme. There he is, got the top of him, dial in. Oh, so close, so close, so close. Go for it, go for it, go for it. One more. Oh, that one sailed over the top of him. He's looking at us. Now, he can do a lot of damage. And, oh dear, he's jammed the turret. One more. Oh, we've lost the driver. And, oh, just before we could get the steel wall, he killed us. Well, he killed UKSkaface, but he did get taken out, and that meant that the game is over with a victory. So how did UKSkaface fare in this battle? Well, he's got his first ace tanker in the Matilda Black Prince. You can tell it's the first one because you get the scrolls underneath only the first time, and he's got him on this occasion. He also got a fire for effect for doing more damage than the hit points to his own vehicle, a sharpshooter for getting 10 or more consecutive shots on the enemy, a master gunner for getting 5 armor penetrating shots in a row, a duelist for taking down 2 tanks who damaged him, and a bruiser medal for getting at least 5 critical hits in that game. He managed to get 8. But he also picked up a high caliber for dealing the most damage in that game. And his win 8 was 8,416. Very, very useful score there. In fact, Super Unicum standard and a bit more. Let's have a look at the team score and see how he played out. Well, 2,192 hit points. He was the only player over 2,000 hit points in total. And the next highest scorer was the T14 on the enemy team. He never met that guy. 1,556 goes to him. The Stug 3G managed 1,502. And after that, it was the Hetzer with 1,275. When it came to kills, he shared the top spot with the Shriv M42 and the Stug 3G on the enemy team. All got 3 kills. And when it came to base XP, it was, yes, UKSkaface again with 1,126. 662 went to the Shriv M42 and 616 goes to the Hetzer. The T1 Heavy also managed to get a cool-headed and a steel wall in that battle. He fired 42 rounds, got 35 direct hits and 31 penetrations, damage of 2,192, all of which was at close range except for the 378 he fired at a distance. 12 hits received, those 378 by the way, the shots at the Matilda. 12 hits received from the enemy, 8 of which were penetrations, 4 non-penetrations, and he blocked damage of 460 hit points. 8 enemy vehicles were damaged, 3 were killed, and 215 hit points of damage assistance, or spotting assist I think in this case. On a premium account, he earned 63,732 credits, and after repair and ammunition resupply, took away 24,561 credits. Yes, he did have to fire some APCR because he just didn't have enough premium standard rounds actually in his tank. He had a lot more HE rounds available, but instead of firing those at the Stug, he fired the APCR because I suppose, well, the armor on the Stug, he was hoping he could get through it easier with the APCR, and of course he'd run out of AP. On a premium count, he also earned 1,689 experience points from the game, times 4 for the first victory on this occasion, 676 for this being a premium vehicle, and took away 7,432 experience points altogether. So the Matilda, well, a lot of people have complained that it's way too slow, and they say, well, it's an absolute useless tank from that perspective because it's so slow, but it is built very, very solidly indeed. And as long as you remember that ordinary Matildas with the 2-pounder squeeze bore can penetrate this tank fairly easily, the other tanks are going to have a great deal of difficulty. They're going to have to go for weak spots if they're going to try to get through that 75mm thick frontal armor and the 70mm at the sides. In fact, even the Panzer IIJ and the which of course it probably wouldn't meet because that's a tier 3 tank, but even tanks with the like the Lux are going to have difficulty trying to get their shells through the side armor of a Matilda Black Prince simply because it's so thick. But it's worth considering in your inventory. You just need to remember though, it's very slow. It takes a long time to get where it wants to go. And of course, if the enemy can get behind you, the turret rotation is very slow again, which means that you are likely to have difficulty trying to take down somebody who keeps moving fast and keeps your gun on the other side of the tank. So bear that in mind. I will leave a link to Ballz' referral code, so if you do want to join the NA server, this game was played on the EU server, but if you do want to join the NA server, you can use Zoe's referral code, and that way you get yourself a free Matilda Black Prince and all the extras that come with it. And then, of course, if you complete the referral program, you get a free tier 7 tank, out of a list of candidates that Wargaming puts forward for you. And of course, if you Zoe then will pick up a free tier 8 as well out of that referral. So yes, worth considering if you are interested in starting up an NA account. So I hope you enjoyed that replay. If you did, please give this video a like and do subscribe to our channel, and thanks for watching.